Hi everybody, and welcome back to another Alchemy 365 workout. If you're loving this content, would you ever consider heading to shop.alchemy365.com to pledge your support with a virtual drop-in? We've got options from $5 to $10 to $20. It's certainly not mandatory. We're going to continue to provide this content for free, but it would go a long way to support our small business during this COVID-19 crisis. Thank you so much. Have a great workout.
Hi everybody, what's up? Coach Laura and Coach Emily here. We both work at our A20 studio. Welcome to our digital studio. We've got a really interesting A20 for you today. So just a refresh, if you've been taking our classes, this will be old information. If this is your first time, the way that it's gonna work, we are gonna talk about how the workout will go. We'll demonstrate all the movements that you'll be doing today, and then we'll go through about a 15-minute warm-up to get you moving and grooving, incorporate all the movements that we have for today's workout. And then once we're into our 20 minutes, really interesting A20 today. What we're gonna go through are a few different couplets here. So we're gonna start with an EMOM. EMOM means every minute on the minute. So we're gonna start with an EMOM of 6 jumping lunges. Every minute on the minute, you're gonna fire off 6 jumping lunges, and then you're gonna start to chip away at 50 snatches. So you're gonna do 6 jumping lunges, start to work on your snatches. The next time that minute beeps, you've got 6 jumping lunges, and you're gonna keep chipping away until you're finished with those snatches. Then your couplet's gonna change. Your EMOM is gonna start with 5 push-ups. Every minute on the minute, you're gonna complete 5 push-ups and then start to work through 50 sit-ups. That same idea that you're doing up top. And then as soon as you finish those 50 sit-ups, you're gonna do 50 narrow mountain climbers. You won't have an EMOM once you start those, and that will probably only take you a couple of minutes at the most. So once you finish those 50 narrow mountain climbers, you'll go back to the top, keep moving through an EMOM of 6 jumping lunges. I will call out the transitions for every single minute so you know where we're at, but just know if you guys are watching at home that Emily might be doing something a little bit different than you. You might be in a different spot than she is, and that's okay. You're gonna follow your cycle wherever you're at. All right, so let's talk about our movements today. We'll start with snatches. So this is a pretty explosive movement. We're gonna start with your torpedo or your weight in between the feet, and then let's look at Emily's setup. So her knees are right in line with her ankles, her hips are pulled back behind the knees, back is flat. She's getting all that power through her hamstrings and her glutes. From here, she's gonna use that force from her hips to deadlift, high pull, and then punch overhead. So at the top, wrist over shoulder over hip, she's staying really strong and stacked, and then she'll follow that same pathway back down to the ground. You can alternate arms for these. You can do 5 on the right, 5 on the left. It's really up to you however you want to work through your snatches. I want you to make sure as you do this that you're keeping it really close to your body all the way up and then all the way down. Think of it like a zipper, so we're never pulling out in front. We're keeping it really tight to the body. All right, and then jumping lunges. Everybody's favorite here. So we're gonna start in the bottom of a lunge, front knee over front ankle, shoulders over the hips. From here, you're gonna explode straight up, and then your opposite foot is gonna come forward as your opposite foot goes back. So it's a straight upward movement rather than like you're running forward in place. If you're not gonna jump today, you can take walking lunges. It'll be the same thing. Keep your stance a little bit wider here. Think of it like train tracks rather than a tightrope, okay? And then sit-ups. If you have a towel or some kind of abdominal mat that you can lay down on, that might feel better for your low back. You're gonna bring your feet to touch, knees butterflied out, lay all the way down, use the core in your arms to sit all the way up. At the top, shoulders cross your hips. This will be a really nice break in the middle of your workout. It's kind of like active breath, so a really nice space to catch your breath. Push-ups. We're gonna come down into a high plank position, shoulders right above the wrist, long line from head to heel. Keep lots of tension in the belly. Emily's gonna tip her weight forward, lower the chest and the hips, all the way down, all the way up. So fully extend the arms at the top, keep the elbows pinned in towards the ribs at the bottom. You can also take push-ups from your knees. It'll be the same thing, just knees tap the floor, chest and hips come all the way down, all the way up. However, those push-ups are gonna work best for you. 5 is kind of a low number. That's okay. You can always shake things out and break those up if you want to do a set of 3, 2, however it's gonna work best for you. And then we'll finish with the narrow mountain climbers. Same setup as your push-up, shoulders above the wrist. You're gonna drive the knees up in between the window and your arms. Again, keep the belly in nice and tight. Each leg will count as 1 here, so you've got 25 on each side. If jumping and switching doesn't work for you, you can take these stepping style. Just push the knee up as high as you can. All right, we're gonna get ready to rock here. We're with you all the way. Get ready to go. All right, we're gonna get started. Find your space, standing at attention pose. Bring your feet to touch, close your eyes. Just start to bring your focus, your body, your breath into this workout, into the next 50 minutes. Arms are relaxed by your sides. Open up your hands, relax the shoulders, and just start to breathe. Big inhales, big exhales. You can rock your head side to side, circle out the neck, the chin, and then take another big breath in. Slowly pull your breath from the bottom of your belly up in through your ribs, your lungs. Big exhale out, let it go. All together, one more big inhale, fill all the way up, biggest breath of your whole day. Big exhale out, let it go. Here we go, mountain pose. Blink your eyes open, reach your arms up high overhead, extend as high as you can through the shoulders and the fingertips, like you're trying to reach to the ceiling. And then right hand grabs your left wrist, pull up and over. Draw your left ribs and your left shoulder up and back. Create some space through your left side body. Take it up and over to the left side. Give your right wrist a really big pull. Same thing here. Try to draw the right side up and back. Rise back tall. Take a baby back bend, goalpost your arms, and then let your hands fall into a chest expansion. Interlace them behind your back. Pin your shoulder blades together. Puff your chest forward. Just start to move your torso and your chest side to side. We want to really open up the posterior and your shoulders for your snatches, your push-ups, your narrow mountain climbers. Good. Step your feet apart. Take this into an active chest expansion. Hinge at your hips, fold forward. Keep trying to gently press your hands up and overhead. You're starting to open up the hamstrings towards your low back into your shoulders. And then release your hands, ragdoll pose. Opposite hand is gonna pull your opposite elbow towards the floor. You should be totally relaxed through the head and neck. So you should not be looking up at your screen. There's nothing to see here right now. I want you to create some space with the back and the hips. Just start to rock yourself side to side. Release your elbows, plant your left hand in between your feet, reach your right arm high. We're taking a twist. So you're gonna shift your weight a little bit more towards the left heel. Then I want you to roll out your right wrist. Take a big shoulder circle to the front, big shoulder circle to the back of your space, and then reach around for a half bind. Right hand comes behind your back over to your left hip. Press your right shoulder up a little bit further. And then we'll switch sides. Right hand plant, so you're gonna ground down on that side, shift your weight towards the right heel, left arm high, roll out your left wrist, big shoulder circle to the front, big shoulder circle to the back of your space, and then reaching for that half bind, left hand behind your back. Good, plant your palms. Step your feet back for a high plank. We're gonna hang out here. This is a setup for your push-up and your narrow mountain climbers. So let's get it solid right away. You're in one strong line, head to heel. Shoulders are right above the wrists. Sometimes it helps to push the floor away with your palms. You can round out the shoulders just a little bit like Em's doing here. Keep lots of tension in the belly and your back. Start to body circle side to side, forwards, backwards, opening up the wrists, the ankles. And then find some stillness in this high plank. I want you to pull your right knee up to your chest, squeeze it in. Step back for a high plank. Pull your left knee up to your chest, hug. Step back, take 6 more of these slow narrow mountain climber steps. Start to turn the abs on. After those 6, feet come back to a high plank. We're gonna take this into a low plank. Shift your weight forward, lower the chest halfway, upward facing dog. Press onto the tops of your feet, hang out here. You can drop your thighs on the ground, roll your shoulders back, open up the midline, the chest, and then downward facing dog. Hips go up and back. First time here, we're gonna settle in. So you're in an upside down V. Hands should be shoulder width distance apart. Hips are piked nice and high. And then feet are hip width distance. Find as much movement as it feels good in your body here. This is a really good spot to wake every single thing up. So you can rock the shoulders, move your hips. You can pedal out the knees, the ankles. Just sink in, let this feel good. Good, I want everyone to take a big bend in your knees. So you're gonna press your knees towards your chest. Heels are floating off the ground. Press back for a downward facing dog. Take another big bend. Push your knees a little bit further forward. Press back down dog. And then one more big bend. Use that bend to hop, step, or float your feet behind your hands. Rise up tall, mountain pose. Take 5, jump and touch. Just spring off the balls of your feet. After those 5, 6 big gate steps, 3 on each side. So big full circles, drive your knee high and wide like you're trying to hop a fence. And then after those 6, we're gonna take some good morning. So I'm gonna have Em turn and face the side here, hands behind your head, feet are right underneath the hips, take a slight active bend through the knee, and then pull your hips back as your chest drops parallel to the floor. We're setting up the hamstrings for your snatches. So all of that loading has come from the back side of your body. I want you to stand up and then squeeze your glutes. Good, lower back down. See if you can sink the chest a little bit further, and then stand up, big squeeze. Take 5 more of these on your own. You can be a little bit aggressive with the hips. As you stand up, that pop of your hips and the squeezing of your glutes is what's gonna bring your weight up and overhead in your snatches. After those 5, mountain pose, reach up nice and tall. Right hand grabs your left wrist, pull up and over. Drop your right hand, walk it down your leg, arch your left fingertips a little bit closer towards the right side. Rise back tall, pull it over to the left. Give that right wrist a really big pull. And then drop your left hand, walk it down your leg. Rise back tall, baby back bend, goalpost your arms, squeeze the glutes. And then lift up, forward fold. At the bottom, plant the hands, step your feet back for a high plank. I wanna see 10 narrow mountain climbers a little bit faster here. And let's drop down onto your knees. Take 3 knee-assisted push-ups. Keep the elbows drawn in, chest and hips all the way down. And then we're gonna prop back up into a high plank, coming for a wide runner's lunge. Right foot up outside your right wrist. Start to draw some circles. Just hip grind, move your body side to side. You can always tap that left knee down on your floor or the mat. If that feels good for you, give that right knee a little bit of pressure. Good, step it back, high plank. 10 more narrow mountain climbers. A little bit faster yet. And then wide runner's lunge on the left. Left foot up outside your left wrist. Keep moving your body. Draw some circles side to side. We're starting to open up a little bit further for our snatches and our jumping lunges. Step back for a high plank. Flow through low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Nice job. See your hands, hop, step, or float. Come all the way up. Once you're up, 10 high knees, and then 10 jump and touch, just building a little bit more warmth for the hips and the legs. After those 10 jump and touch, I want you to grab your torpedo or your weight, slide it in between your feet. We're gonna take the first 2 parts of your snatch. So we're gonna start with the weight directly in between your feet. I want it there rather than out in front of you. If it's in front of your toes, you're gonna sacrifice your low back to have to pull it back towards you, okay? So we're gonna lower down, finding the setup. Emily's feet are shoulder width distance apart. And then as you can see here, big bend through the knees, chest stays nice and tall, but her hips are pulled way back. First time through, we're gonna start with your right hand on. When I say go, you're just gonna deadlift and stand up. Go. Good. Reset back down, switch hands. Left hand on, and go. Reset back down. 4 more deadlifts, right, left. And then after that, we're gonna add on, we're gonna do a high pull. So we're gonna start to incorporate the hip drive a little bit further here. So what we're looking for in these high pulls, when I say go, you're gonna deadlift, high pull, bring your elbow nice and high above the shoulder, and then come right back down. So you're gonna start to use a little bit more aggression through your lower half to get the weight up fast. Starting with your right hand on, and go. Nice. Reset back down, big pop of the hips, squeeze your quads, left hand on, go. Good, reset back down. 4 more on your own, right, left. You should start to feel where the power has to come from in your lower body to drive the weight up high and drive the weight up fast. After those 4, mountain pose 1 last time, and then we're gonna get moving and grooving here. Good, baby back bend, rise back tall, forward fold, plant your hands, jump back for a high plank, drop down to your knees. Let's see 3 more knee assisted push-ups. And then after those 3, press back for a child's pose. Big toes touch, knees come nice and wide. Crawl the hands forward. You're stretching your body from end to end. You can walk the hands side to side, and a little bit of movement through the shoulders, the lats, whatever feels good for you here. Then make your way back to center. Press your body up and back for downward facing dog. Paddle it out. Take a big inhale. Big exhale. We're gonna move on. 3-legged down dog. Right toes lift high. Bend your knee, open up your hip, draw some circles. Let that foot feel heavy. And then square off. Step your right foot in between your hands. Low lunge. Good. Drop that left knee down and then lift your chest. We're in the bottom of a lunge. So we're gonna take some walking lunges. Shoulders are right above the hips. Front knee or front ankle. Take a big step back. Good. Step out with your left foot. Drop straight down. Big step back. 6 more walking lunges on your own. After those 6, give the legs a little shimmy, a little shake, and we're gonna meet in a crescent lunge. Right foot is gonna be forward, left leg is back. These always take just a hair longer than I think that they will. Good, so again, front knee over front ankle, we're staying low through the lower half. Arms are nice and high overhead. Open your body up for warrior 2. Good, reach the hands as far apart as you can. Find some length through the shoulders and the chest. Extended side angle, come forward and down. Reverse triangle, big sweep back, straighten out your right leg. Open your body up for a big star pose. Horse pose, bring your hands to your chest, sink down low. Tilt your shoulders back, press the knees out wide. We're gonna go for a horse pose here. So once you're ready, I want you to lift your heels, find your balance. See if you can sink down just a little bit deeper. This will be the hardest part of your day, I promise. Hanging on for 3, 2, 1. Come back for a star pose. Take 5 quick jumping jacks, clap behind your back. And then after those 5, good, coming back for a star pose. Warrior 2, rebend your right knee. Reverse your warrior, big sweep back. Low lunge, hands from your right foot, step back, high plank. Hop your feet behind your hands, sink your hips, swing your legs around. We're gonna find a seat and then lay down onto our backs. If you've got some kind of mat or a towel you're gonna use for these sit-ups, grab that, place it behind your low back. And let's see 5 sit-ups, nice and fast. So you're using the core and the arm drive to sit all the way up. Remember, chest stays tall at the top. We don't need to lean out over the hips. After those 5, rock and roll back for a high plank. And we're gonna flow through low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Nice job, here we go, 3-legged down dog. Left toes lift high. Bend your knee, open up your hip, draw some circles here, almost like you're trying to kick your low back with your heel. Square off, low lunge, left foot in between the hands, drop your right knee down. I want you to take 2 more walking lunges, and then we're gonna meet at the bottom of that lunge with your left foot forward. So now we're gonna start to jump, all right? So we're gonna jump and switch, jumping lunges. I wanna see 6. This is what you're gonna have every minute on the minute until you finish your snatches. Explode straight up. Nice, after those 6, shake it out, crescent lunge. Left foot is forward, right leg back. Open your body up for warrior 2. Make sure you're still pressing that front knee out and back so your hips stay nice and open. Extended side angle, forward and down. Reverse triangle, big sweep back, straighten out your left side. Open up for a big star pose. Horse pose, hands to your chest, sink down a little bit lower. Knees are pressing out as wide as you can. Make sure your shoulders are tilted back. Once you're ready, lift those heels. See if you can get the heels just a little bit higher. Hips just a hair lower. Nice, hanging on for 3, 2, 1. All right, relax up and out. Grab your torpedo. We're gonna finish off our snatches. So all we have to do now is come overhead. You're gonna do that same thing that you did before, deadlift, high pull. We're gonna finish at the top. So we're gonna start with the right hand on. When I say go, you've got to snatch. Ready? And go. Good, drive the elbow high and wide, wrist over shoulder over hip at the top. You can see Emily's bicep is right next to her ear. She's not splaying out to the side. She's staying really stacked. Reset to the shoulder, come back down. Sorry for making you hang out there. I know this is heavy. All right, left hand on and go, lift up. Nice job, reset back down. 4 more snatches on your own. Right, left, right, left. Remember, when you're in the workout today, you can alternate, you can do 5 on each side, you can do 10 on each side, however you want to crank out these 50, just make sure you're evening out. After those 4, torpedoes or weights aside, let's come back for a big star pose with your left foot leading. Good, open your body up, warrior 2, reverse your warrior. Sweep around for low lunge. Step back, high plank, 3 push-ups, toes or knees, however you want to take them today, and then press back for a downward facing dog. Awesome job, crew. Here we go. 3-legged down dog, right toes lift high. Good, low lunge, right foot in between the hands. Drop that left knee down, lift your chest. 6 jumping lunges, explode straight up. I want you to get an idea of what's gonna come your way. After those 6, crescent lunge. Right foot is forward, left leg is back. Open your body up for warrior 2. Let's launch off for a half moon pose. You're gonna float the back foot, draw the left side of your body up and back. Make sure your hips and your chest are open. You can always tap those fingertips down to the floor. Good, standing splits, hands frame your left foot, send that left heel high. Take a big hamstring stretch. And then step your left foot up to meet the right. Lower your hips down to the floor. Let's see 5 more sit-ups, a little bit faster than when we were here the first time. Nice job, Em, you got it. After those 5, let's rock and roll back up to stand. Once you're up, 10 high knees as fast as you can. Woo! It's always a fun, neat party trick if you can kick all the way up. After those 10, grab your torpedo. 4 more snatches, right, left, right, left. Last 4 we're gonna do before we get into it. Don't wanna burn you out too much on those. So you've got a lot coming your way. Nice job. After those 4, shake it out, shake it out. We'll meet back in a forward fold. Good. Yeah, just let your body hang heavy. You can take a ragdoll pose, sway side to side. We got one more side to go here. Plant the hands, step your feet back for a high plank, flow through low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. 3-legged down dog, left toes high. Low lunge, step your left foot in between your hands, tap that back knee down. 2 last jumping lunges. Good, and then we'll meet in a crescent lunge. Left foot forward, open your body up, warrior 2. Launch off for a half moon. Rock your weight towards the knife edge of your left foot. Keep drawing your right hand as high as you can. This is a tough one. Good, standing splits. Hands frame that left foot. Send your right heel high. Use your glute, the whole side of your body. Step your right foot up to meet the left. Take 5, crouch and curl. Lower your hips, lift the hips. Just one more big stretch. After those 5, plant your hands, jump your feet back for a high plank. 10 last, narrow mountain climbers. And then press your body up and back for a downward facing dog. Hips go high, paddle it out. Woo! Get any last wiggles you need to get out before we get racking for these 20 minutes. And then see your hands, hop, step, or float, rise all the way up. All right, we are gonna get ready to rock. All right, so let's go over this one more time. We've got a lot going on here. I'm with you the whole way. I will be counting down. Here's where we're gonna start. You have an EMOM, 6 jumping lunges. So every minute on the minute, when the clock turns, when the clock beeps, when I say, you've got 6 jumping lunges. After you finish those 6, you're gonna start to work on 50 snatches. As soon as you are done with 50 snatches, your EMOM changes to 5 push-ups. Then you're gonna start to chip away at 50 sit-ups. Once you finish your 50 sit-ups, you're not doing anything every minute on the minute. You're doing 50 narrow mountain climbers. Once you finish those, you are back to the top with 6 jumping lunges and your snatches. Emily might be doing something different than you. That's okay. I will call out every single 60-second transition. So if you are still working on those EMOMs, you know exactly where to be. All right, we ready?
Ready to go.
Okay, let's get ready to rock, crew. So you are on for your A20 in 10 seconds. We're all gonna start with 6 jumping lunges every minute on the minute and then start to work on those snatches. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. So you've got 3 on each side, exploding straight up. Make sure your shoulders and your chest are tall. After those 6, shake it out. You're gonna start to work through those 50 snatches. Remember, you can take these however you want. So Emily's going on the right side right now. If alternating is just a little bit tricky for you or doesn't feel as good, do 5 or 10 on the right and then do 5 or 10 on the left. You can take these however you want. You're gonna even out in the end. So take these really steady. There's no rush through these 50. You're gonna get back here probably more times than you think you will. So find a really steady pace to start. And then if you ever need to rest at any point, just because we're working through 60-second chunks doesn't mean you can't take a break. Sometimes in EMOMs, you feel like you're kind of racing the clock. You can always rest and shake it out if need be. We've got 10 seconds until your next set of jumping lunges. Let's get ready to transition. Whew. All right, jumping lunges. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Whew. These are gonna add up. They're gonna catch up. So I imagine when we get through these snatches, it's gonna feel really good to move on to sit-ups and push-ups. Yes, it will. We have confirmation. We're 12 in and we're ready to move on. Nice job, Em. You got it. So remember, guys, you're not necessarily gonna be at the same pace as Emily. She's got a pretty steady cadence going here. You might be moving through jumping lunges a little bit longer than she is, and that's okay. We're gonna call it out every minute on the minute. Looking good, stick with it, stick with it. You guys wanna take a peek up here, take a little break. Emily is using her hips to get the weight up and overhead as fast as she can. That's what drives the momentum in a snatch, okay? It's not as much of an arm movement as it seems like it will be. It's all in the lower half. All right, if you are still working on those 50 snatches, we are back for jumping lunges in 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Nice job. Keep a little bit wider stance to the hips if you're jumping or if you're doing walking lunges. We never want to be super narrow. Your body has more room to move. Those legs are a little bit wider. Nice job, Em. You got it. So however you want to take these snatches today, make sure your weight is grounded in the heel, your hips open, then you pull, then you punch overhead. Keep the weight really close to your body on the way up and on the way down. Think of it like a zipper every single time. We never want to be splaying out to the side. Whoo! Where are we at?
41.
Oh my gosh, we're flying, we're flying. I didn't really know how long this would take before we got started, but that seems about right. Nice job, crew, you got it. If you're doing jumping lunges, we're gonna be back on in 10 seconds. All right, here we go, wherever you are at. EMOM in 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Nice job. So Emily's on to her push-ups. Wherever you are at, if you're still working through those snatches, keep moving through. Once you're done, you're gonna do your EMOM of 5 push-ups and then start to chip away at 50 sit-ups. This one will likely move a little bit faster once you're here, okay? So remember, if you're still working on your snatches, you're still gonna do jumping lunges every minute on the minute until you're done. Then your EMOM is gonna switch 5 push-ups. You're gonna start to work on 50 sit-ups, okay? Keep it moving, keep it moving. Remember, sit-ups can be treated like active rest, okay? So breathe at the top, breathe at the bottom. These don't have to be lightning fast. You're using the core and the arms to sit all the way up. If you are on your snatches, you got 6 jumping lunges. If you are on your sit-ups, you got 5 push-ups coming up. Let's get ready. And 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Nice job, Em. So push-ups, make these 5 solid. Chest and hips all the way down, all the way up. Fully extend the arms at the top. Sit-ups feel good?
So good.
So good. It's just nice to be free. You can throw the arms around. You don't have to pick up anything heavy right now. Just a breeze down here. Nice job, Em. Nice job at home. You got this. Wherever you're at, clock's gonna beep in 30 seconds, okay? If you're done with those snatches, you're gonna move on for an EMOM of push-ups and then start to chip away at 50 sit-ups. 50 sit-ups. If you're about done with your sit-ups and that next minute beeps, you've got 50 narrow mountain climbers, okay? Nice job, crew. First quarter of this workout done. Moving on in 10 seconds, wherever you're at, you've either got an EMOM or 50 narrow mountain climbers. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! So Em's got 5 more push-ups, and I'm guessing this is probably her last set before we move on to those narrow mountain climbers. If you're about where she is, finish off your sit-ups. If you finish within this minute, you're gonna start those narrow mountain climbers right away, okay? Nice job, Em, you got it. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall in these sit-ups. We don't need to hunch over the hips like a hunchback. You wanna stay really tall through the abdomen and the chest at the top. Woo! All right, so Emily's moving on to her narrow mountain climbers. If you're about where she is, you're gonna keep moving through this minute until you are done with your 50. So clock is gonna beep, I'm gonna count down, but you're gonna keep going, okay? Each leg counts as 1. Drive the knee up as high as you can. Stay flat through the back, shoulders right above the hips. If you're still chipping away at your EMOMs, we are gonna, ooh, are you back to your jumping lunges?
Yeah.
Whew! All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, let's go. So if you're on that sit-ups and push-ups, you're gonna do 5 push-ups, keep chipping away at your sit-ups. If you're somewhere in your narrow mountain climbers, keep moving through those 50. Emily happens to be back at the top, so she started with jumping lunges, and she's gonna work through 50 snatches here again. Nice job, crew, you got it, you got it. Woo! Thumbs up at home, we're with ya. We're with ya. I can't see you, but I'm assuming you're working just as hard here. Woo! All right, over halfway through this minute, you got it. If you're back to the top, you know exactly how this feels. You know what to do. Keep your body moving. Remember though, in an EMOM, it's really easy to try to chase those minutes. You can always rest if need be. All right, back on it in 10 seconds, 10 seconds. You've either got lunges, push-ups, or you're working on your narrow mountain climbers. Here we go, 3, 2, 1, go. Woo!
One round is harder than the other. This one's the harder one.
This one's the harder one. Yeah, I never know if that's a good thing if the workout starts at the hardest, because it's like, then you get to the bottom and you're like, oh no, now I'm back to the top. Nice job at home. So keep chipping away wherever you're at. If you're in the hard spot like Emily is, get through this because then you get to move on, okay? Looking forward to something always helps in a workout. Woo! Nice job, you got it. Good, so you're always coming back down to the floor. Make sure you're loading up through the hamstrings and the hips so you can keep all that power from your lower half. Your legs are your biggest, strongest movers. They're gonna carry you through this workout. 10 seconds, we're gonna move on. So either EMOM, lunges, push-ups, or near mountain climbers. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Doing great, you got it. Nice job, you guys. And if at any point you need to move to walking lunges, if the jumping lunges are not feeling good and your hips, your legs are getting really tired, you can always alternate these two, okay? You don't have to do the same thing every single round. Let this workout work for your body. Make sure you can do something that's gonna keep your body moving the entire way. Nice job, Em, you got it. You're so focused. All right. Coming up on our halfway round. Let's see where we can end up here. Got it, you got it. Keep that torpedo of your weight nice and close to the body. Just because we're a little bit more tired doesn't mean we're gonna get sloppy, okay? Make sure it's staying nice and close on the way up, on the way down. We're not getting loosey-goosey and swinging out to the side. All right, 3, 2, 1. Maybe last set of jumping lunges for now. Yeah, yeah. Nice job, you guys. This is your halfway round, halfway round. So I think what's gonna end up happening for Emily here, and maybe this is gonna happen for you at some point in the workout, she's gonna finish her snatches, then she's gonna move right into sit-ups from here, okay? You don't have to wait for those push-ups to start. So she's gonna start chipping away at these 50 sit-ups, and then she'll do push-ups the next time the clock beeps. Awesome job, you guys. You got it. Nice job, Em. Stay with it. We're coming up in the back half. Back half is the best half because you already made it through the first half. You know you can do it. All you have to do is keep your body moving for less than 10 minutes. That is it. Woo! All right, EMOM, here we go in 10 seconds. Keep it up, keep it up. All right, Em's got push-ups. Where are you at home? 3, 2, 1. Woo! All the way down, all the way up. And then that same trick that we're gonna use for jumping lunges can also apply for your push-ups. If you're working on your push-up at home and you wanna do 1 or 2 from your toes and then come down onto your knees, that is absolutely fine to do. You can vary this up however you need to, especially if it's something that you're working on. Do a couple from your toes, shake it out, do the rest from your knees, okay? Nice job, Em, you got it. Treat these sit-ups like active rest. If that's where you're at, this is such a good time to breathe, catch your breath, let the heart rate slow down a little bit from those jumping lunges and snatches. Nice job, you got it. Whoo, here we go, 10 seconds, and then we're gonna move on. Nice job, Em, you got it. You got it at home, wherever you're at. If you're on that EMOM, you're back on 3, 2, 1, go. Woo. Awesome job, you guys. Another trick that you can use in your push-ups that Emily was just doing there, if you separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips, it gives your body kind of a bigger base to move down and up. So that might help you from worming out of your push-up a little bit too. A little trick if you want to try that next time. The sit-ups feel just delightful.
Yeah, I'm sad this is gonna be it.
We're mourning the last of our sit-ups here. All right, so Emily's finishing up with her sit-ups. She's gonna move right on into near mountain climbers. If that's the pace that you guys are following through, make sure that you're continuously moving and not waiting for those minutes to beep. Woo! All right, 10 seconds. You're either gonna keep moving or you're gonna move on. Here we go at home. All right, 3, 2, 1. You're so fast on those climbers. All right. So Emily's back to the top. This is probably, maybe the last time she'll be here in this workout. We'll see. We'll see. Probably. 150 snatches is a lot of snatches. So if you're about on pace with Emily, you guys are rock stars. This is a lot. This is a lot to get through. Whew. All right, keep it up, halfway. We're right around that third quarter. This is historically the hardest quarter in workouts. It's kind of where your brain and your body start to fight a little bit. So wherever you're at, I want you to just dig in, keep yourself moving as much as you can. I want you to finish out strong. You know you can do this, okay? You just gotta tell yourself that you can do this. All right, back on for that EMOM in 10 seconds. 10 seconds, crew, you got it. M's on her jumping lunges. Where are we at? You're back on in 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Nice job, nice job. We had to duke it out for who was coaching and who was being a body in this workout, but jumping lunges are my nemesis. Maybe you love them. We'd love to know. If you guys want to throw it in the comments, jumping lunges, yay or nay, let us know. Everyone's got their one thing. I don't know why that one's mine. Nice job, Em. You got it. Steady does it. It's always a good idea too, you guys, in these snatches, if you need to take a break, just set the weight down, stand up, keep your chest open, and then breathe, okay? Rather than staying down and hunched over, it's a lot easier to get air up into your lungs if you're staying upright. So don't feel like you have to hang on to this thing like a death grip, okay? 10 seconds, you got an EMOM. Maybe you're somewhere towards the middle or the bottom. Let's get ready to go. You are back on in 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! And we're on to the last 5 minutes, just like that. We're already there. We got 5 minutes left in the workout. Let's see how much we can do, how much we can get through together. Nice job, Em. You're doing great. Em's using a very heavy weight, so she's being very methodical about how she's doing these. Wherever you're at home, I want you to try to channel that same thing, okay? Steady does it. As soon as it comes down, let's pull it right back up. You can take a second of hang time at the top, a second of hang time at the bottom. Woo! Job, you guys. Got it. You got it. We're with you all the way, all the way. Getting a little bit closer every single minute here. Nice job. Almost there, almost there. We're gonna move on in 10 seconds. So wherever you're at, you've got an EMOM, maybe you've got narrow mountain climbers, okay? Here we go. You are back on in 3, 2, 1, go. Nice. So Em's cruising onto her push-ups. We're moving on. We're moving on. 5 push-ups. Shake it out. Start to chip away at those sit-ups. You don't have to move fast, you guys. You just got to move a little bit to get further through this workout to keep your body moving. You got it. Woo! Nice and steady. Splendid. Splendid sit-ups. We love an alliteration. All right, halfway through this minute, you got it. We're gonna keep chipping away. We're getting closer to the end. Stick with us, we're with you. Nice job, Em, you got it. You guys wanna take a little bit, shake it out. I know we're tired, this is hard. We're gonna move on. So wherever you're at in 10 seconds, EMOM, narrow mountain climbers, I don't know where you're at, okay? All right, back on it. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. Em's got push-ups. Let's crank out 5. Whoo! Nice job. Fully extend at the top, all the way down to the bottom. Remember, you can drop down to your knees if you need to. That is totally okay. You're still doing push-ups. Nice job, Em. You got it. We might get back to those snatches.
Unfortunately.
Well, let's push for 200. Why not? Just around 200 in 20 minutes. It's a lot of work, you guys. You're doing some good stuff. Stay in it. We got 2.5 minutes left in the workout. That is it. We're with you all the way here. Woo! Nice job, Em. So she's gonna finish her sit-ups and then roll right into her narrow mountain climbers, and then she'll be back at the top with snatches. We're gonna finish out strong. Moving on in 10 seconds. You've either got an EMOM or your narrow mountain climbers. Here we go. You are back on in 3, 2, 1, go. Woo! Nice. Last set of push-ups, probably. All right, last few sit-ups here, and then she's gonna move on to her narrow mountain climbers. Wherever you're at home, push, push, push. We got a couple minutes left in your workout. That is it, and I know you can do this. Nice job, Em. Yeah, drive the knees high and wide. Make sure you're staying flat to the back if you're on those narrow mountain climbers. It's really easy to kind of round out the back and cat up, especially as we get tired. I want you to make sure that you're still really solid in this plank position. Woo! All right, here we go, here we go. Snatches. You got it. You got it. Woo! 10 seconds, we're gonna move on. So as you can see, Emily moved right in those snatches. She's gonna hop to those jumping lunges, okay? Here we go, 3, 2, 1, go. Last 2 minutes of your workout, you guys. You got this, you got this. Steady does it all the way. A little bit of motion is better than no motion, okay? Woo!
Oh, good job, you guys.
We're with ya. We're with you at home. This is not easy. You made it this far, okay? Don't stop now. Less than 2 minutes here. You can do anything for 2 minutes. You got it. Just over 30 seconds here in this set. Nice job, Em. You got it. A lot of power in the legs, you guys. Hang on to it. I want you to stay with this all the way, all the way. You got a few more reps until we're done. That is it. Job. All right, 10 seconds. We've got your last EMOM. Maybe you're in your narrow mountain climbers. Whew. Get ready to rock, you guys. We're gonna dial it up here. 3, 2, 1, go. Last minute, all the way through here. This is it. So Em's got her jumping lunges. She's gonna chip away at those snatches until we are done. You've got less than 60 seconds. You can do this, okay? Push through. Whew. Nice job, nice job. All the way, we're with you guys. Come on. Let's turn up the heat here a little bit. Just over 30 seconds to go. Maybe pick up your speed just a little bit. Let's stay fired up. 30 seconds until we are done. Go. Woo! A few more reps. You gonna finish?
Not quite.
We'll be just about to 200. 190, still a ton of snatches. All right, guys, come on, just over 10 seconds, go. Keep your body moving all the way. Every single rep counts. We're gonna finish out strong together. Last few reps, last few seconds. Got it, 3, 2, 1. You are done. Awesome, awesome job at home.
Good job, you guys.
Set things down, shake it out, catch your breath, grab some water, towel off. We'll get you cooled off, okay? All right, welcome back. Find your space, standing at attention pose. Bring your feet to touch, close your eyes, just sink in, start to settle down, slow your breath. You made it. Take a big inhale. Big exhale out, let it go. Another big breath in, fill up. Big exhale out, let it go. Blink your eyes open. Sweep your right arm across your chest. Just press in, hook underneath the elbow, release the front of your shoulder. And then switch sides, left arm across, press in. Good, back to center, shake out the arms. Take some big shoulder circles to the front, big shoulder circles to the back. You can take it across the chest, towards your back. Just kind of keep the upper body loose. And then we'll sweep up, mountain pose. Interlace your hands, press your palms up towards your ceiling. Keep your arms hooked by your sides. Take it over to the right, big side body stretch. And then take it over to the left. Back to center, release your hands. Take a forward fold at the bottom. You can go for a ragdoll pose or just sway side to side. Let the arms and head be heavy. Whatever feels good for you here. So I want you to find some release through the hamstrings. Calm your back after all your snatches. Let your upper body be nice and heavy. Then plant your palms, find a tabletop. Let's drop down onto the knees. Take a puppy dog stretch. Keep your hands high, hips high, excuse me. Walk the hands forward. Press your chest as close as you can down to the floor. And then if your triceps are really feeling it after all of those push-ups and those climbers, you can bring your hands behind your head to the base of your neck and then push your elbows a little bit further into the floor. Good, hands come forward, press your body up and back, downward facing dog. Hips go nice and high, pedal it out, sink into the heel. Let this feel good. to three-legged down dog. Lift your right toes high. Low lunge, right foot in between the hands. Crescent moon, left knee taps down. Couple options with the arms. You can go high overhead. You can place them on your front thigh. You can also hook your elbows behind your back. I want you to drive your hips as far forward as you can. Big stretch with that left quad. And then half splits, pull back, straighten out your right leg. Tip your chest over your thigh. Shift your weight forward, plant the hands, step back, high plank, and then press back, downward facing dog. Left side, three-legged down dog, left toes lift, low lunge, step through. Crescent moon, right knee taps down. Whatever you did with your arms on the right side, go ahead and do that here on the left. You can go high overhead, you can place them on your left thigh. You can also grab your elbows behind your back. And then half splits, pull back. Left leg straightens. Big hamstring stretch. We're almost there. Shift your weight forward, plant the hands, step back, high plank, and then press yourself back. One last downward facing dog. Let this stretch feel good, okay? Breathe, wiggle it out. And walk your feet up towards your wrists. Make your way onto your back. Slow, slow, slow. Good. Bring your knees up towards your chest. We're gonna take a twist. Let them fall heavy over to the right. Drop both of your arms out to a T. Try to keep the top of your shoulders connected so you get a bigger stretch running down your lumbar. And tip back onto the spine. Let both knees fall heavy over to the left. Same thing here. Big release running down the back. Rock onto your back one more time. Wrap your arms around your shins. Hug yourself in close. Give yourself the biggest squeeze, the biggest thank you. Take one more big breath in. As you breathe out, let your legs fall heavy. Arms relax by your sides. Melt your body into your space. Take a minute here just for you. Back, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, rock your head side to side. Reach your arms up and overhead, take a long body stretch, make yourself as tall as you can. And then once you're ready, keeping your eyes closed, make your way up to a seat. We will finish this class like we do every single class at Alchemy 365 with 3 big breaths. Take your first big inhale, fill up. Big exhale out, let it go. Second breath, lift your shoulders a little bit higher, fill up a little bit bigger. Loud exhale out. Third breath, biggest breath of your day, maybe of your whole week, fill all the way up. Biggest breath out, let it go. Blink your eyes open. Give yourselves a hand at home. That was not easy. That was a big workout. Thank you so much for joining us. Stay tuned for more. Keep coming to class. Keep checking in. We're with ya. Thanks, guys.